join Tai Chi. $5 to join Tai Chi. I don't know if that's per time or forever. I think it might be just join a club sort of thing. Yeah, I sort of did a bit much yesterday, exercise wise. I wasn't feeling too good this morning, that's why I went on late. Hey Siri, open Runtastic.
Which app would you like to use? Running or Runtastic?
Oh, it was like, I had to
Won't catch me running. Too many injuries. I connect the speaker. Got to do that. All day. All day. Hey Trisha, Frank. Yeah, I set the alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning. It's too freaking cold and I was exhausted, and so I just kept sleeping I mean. Yeah, just another walk around the block. This is like a soccer field. Lots of trees. Thanks for popping in, both of you, Frank and Trish. Few people out running and riding bikes and things. Yeah, I drove the car down. So I wouldn't have to walk back home, but I still could do the same amount of kilometres roughly. Try for 9 or 10.
Butcher the speech at both of Tim's weddings, and he barracks for the worst footy team. But mate, you nailed last weekend's multi. Love you, big fella.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of Old Mechanic before. He probably noticed me in there. Watched him last night a bit. Trying to put the radio on, the talkback radio, but I've got music on it at the moment. Such is life. Don't know where that track goes. I think they all connect, but yeah, I thought I'd just get my exercise out of the way during the day. Man, gonna try and do every day. Until other things start falling in place, like the car and things. I won't go on about it too much. Yeah, it's 8:49 on a Tuesday morning. People must still have money than building houses. The materials cost more. Some wood. don't know if I paint one part of the house green, black and white, or green, grey and white. Eddie Holden. Fancy leaving all that shit out there. Jerry can. The car sped up for no reason. Haval. Whatever they are. Is that Chinese or something? The builders are messy. Olive tree, that's going to grow a bit big right next to that. Oh, that sun feels nice actually. Get some vitamin D too. Hey shit gang. What you been up to? 420 I suppose. Oh, nice grass. Oh, that's soft. Cut it a little bit low, you can see some bits of brown. Or thatch underneath it, you get that thatch out. Probably a bit more traffic on the road today since it's not a public holiday and we're back at work. But it's still school holidays. Oh, my neck's a bit stiff. Yeah, back where I parked, there's a bunch of exercise equipment. So I'll give that a go for 10 minutes when I get back there. I have to do this bit of a warm-up walk thing. I should check my sugar levels again. I think I woke up there about 7 for my sugar. Yeah, you're going to start sweating your balls, buddy. When summer comes in. Unless you've got aircon in the shed. The only problem with sheds, they're made of metal and they attract heat. So you really got to insulate them really good if you're going to have air conditioning in there. Yeah, I had a red shed. Don't know if I'll ever own another one, but hopefully I do. I could even live in it basically. It was cold in winter. I sat in there at night time with my car, my computer. That's basically all I need. And I had one of those professional floors done. I did it myself too. So no moisture or anything could come back up through the concrete. It wouldn't cause any rust in the car too. At some point I will be going out this week to my car. Just try and tidy that up a bit. Maybe organise my tools in the toolbox a bit better. I'll sweep if I can push the car out and sweep it and wash it. And bougainvilleas, thorns on those. That stuff grows wild. It likes the drier weather. KFC. Melbourne Cup. Falcon. Yeah, it could be the moonshine, Frank. He's awake. He's licking that jar of Vegemite. You stick a teaspoon of that in your moonshine and let it dissolve.
After 9 o'clock this morning, but we'll just step through this is just in the wake of our discussion about getting your booster shot for COVID. She says, you know, Luke, I've had the same experience with the booster. She's getting some symptoms afterwards. Had the same experience with the booster, but it's way better than getting COVID. Hey, not wrong, Ruth. And as I just mentioned to...
yeah, I need to get my 5th booster.
And my sister both had COVID previously, got it last season. And now
I missed my last appointment to get it. And I got to get my flu needle too. It's due now.
You get your flu shot while you're there as well. If you want to be a part of the show, 0499 880 880.
Yeah, but you can't have your flu shot and COVID shot at the same time. Got to be a week apart. Space Cowboy. I thought this was supposed to be a talkback radio station. All they're doing is playing music. Yeah, I've been dry for about a week, Frank. Pretty much the same as young. I just need it for all the pain I get. That's the only reason I'm doing it. You're doing more than 60 k's an hour, you're doing like 100. want everybody to do a refresher course for their license now online. Because so many people dying on the roads. Idiots like that driving around. Refresher course ain't going to stop him doing that. Hey farmer. Yeah, I had to double look in on mechanics chat. I saw Farmer Shady, then I saw a Shandy, but I thought it said Shady just by itself. I thought, what? Is that him too? No, it's not. RV lounge. If I was homeless, there's so many places to sleep in the bush here, ain't there? Or even in suburbia. And nobody's doing it really. But there are people sleeping in their cars and things. But the real homeless you'll see in the city, but you'll probably only see 5, 6, 7 of them or something at any time. They're the ones that don't have cars, I suppose. Moon's out too. I don't know if you can see that. Sun and the moon. Petrol went up too. I think it's $2.07 a litre. It was like $1.74 a few days ago. So it's on a high price circle. $3.50 a gallon. Suppose that works out cheaper than here. So then you've got to convert this into American dollars. So it'd be like $8 a gallon or something close to here. That's Australian dollars. So then you add the extra for the US dollar and you're probably talking about $10 a gallon or something. And they reckon food's still going to go up for the next 12 months. So nothing really comes down, interest rates, so they reckon inflation maybe 2025. But house prices are still skyrocketing. Food's skyrocketing in price again. So I'm going to have to start stockpiling some non-perishable things that I buy. They just keep going up in price. There's not really much of that because I'm surprised my low-carb bread before COVID was about $5.50 or something. Now it's like $5. I wonder why that is. I mean, everything else has gone up, but my bread hasn't. Maybe it doesn't have flour in it. 3.7 litres to a gallon. Yeah, I was just estimating close, you know. Still expensive when you think about it. Electricity prices are going up by 20% soon too, again. It only went up by 20% not long ago. The government's going to bring down a package or something. They reckon they're going to help people out with electricity prices. But they're the one that caused it. We've got all this coal in the ground, all this natural gas. No, they said at the election for them to get voted in, they were going to lower the electricity prices, and they never did. Just usual politicians.
minutes, seconds, per kilometre. Before carrying out and breaking Brussels and some across the border road northbound on rapidly to Downunder Hill.
That was 2.6 kilometres. Missed it.
Download the 4BC app to your smartphone or stream on PC. 4BC.com.au.
Not all traffic is bad, especially web traffic. If yours is at a standstill, let Supple help. We're a Google partner agency offering SEO and Facebook marketing. To get more traffic, leads and customers, Google Supple. That's SUPPLE.
For 3 generations, the 37 history. Through 2 local owned and operators, which expand belief in personal care and attention, we treat our residents with warmth and respect, so they can feel connected, content and comfortable, while still maintaining their independence, enjoying an active and social life. At Vicente, we care like family because we are family. That's our difference. Vicente.com.au
720.
Scratches and score marks. The buckshot can make it with $1 million with a cut polish and wax, plus an exterior detail. While your car's being repaired, ask the buckshot team about their full in-house detail.
Gotta keep lifting my glasses off so I can read chat. It's that bright the light.
Want those long
Sun.
scratches and score marks removed, or need your interior shampooed and leather cleaned, you need to talk to the bump shop for their fun. Go to their website, thebumpshop.com.au, or call them at
Yeah, surviving expenses. Can't even read off the phone, the streaming phone. Not really at the moment. So game, there's not really many people around. When I walk back there, there's a kid and a mother. Don't go anywhere near that. Just doing my thing for the time being. But I'm not going to do anything stupid like they do, you know what I mean? Not everybody has to be like that.
Two passing by off-duty police officers intervened before the 40-year-old was arrested. The 67-year-old was taken to hospital in a state.
Walking up a hill.
A young girl is now in a serious but stable condition after she was viciously attacked by a dog in Logan. The Douglasville, the 6-year-old, was on a fence at Woodridge yesterday afternoon when the dog dragged her into a yard and bit her. She was taken to hospital with significant chest, abdominal and shoulder injuries. A male relative...
It's another thing I'm by myself too, shit gang, and you know... You notice most of these streamers, they have someone else with them. Well, at least it does. And remember, there's not as many people here too. There's only like 20-something million compared to 330 million in America. And this city's about 2 million. Brisbane City. Chocolate starfish. As you mean like Easter eggs or something? Not that I know of. Not that I know of, Giga. Chad. Starting to sweat now. I'm more interested in doing my exercise to keep my diabetes down. It's the only reason I'm really doing this. Batman gives me something to stream, I suppose. I won't be going up that IP2 list for a while. You know, all the chicken Andy does, he does go out and do some IRL, but spends most of his time on the RV fixing them. So what sort of content is that? See? Look at Blade doing desktop streams. But Young, he does desktop too. He's got no choice about it really. So really what I do doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things. Sweat's starting to get in my eyes. Yeah, I know that. That's what I don't want to be. Shit going. On my last on YouTube, I don't want to be having accounts deleted and that sort of stuff. Getting arrested. I just don't know how he got a visa when he's had all his criminal records before, you know, especially with streaming. So I don't know. You would have had to go a tourist visa, because if you've got a working visa, that's basically what he's doing. He's come over here and he's working, and so he's got if he's got the wrong visa, I'll just kick him out. Pretty strict on that stuff here. So I don't come out here to make money. I'm just doing it because I want to do it. If I do get some money, well, I get some money. That's the end of it, you know? I don't need to do this to make money. I've got my own money. I got somewhere to live. Chicken hasn't. He's got that RV, and he's got cracked windscreen on the thing. That's illegal. Roadworthy. Got exhaust leak. So you could pick so many things on that to make that RV not roadworthy. Well, that's all on him, not me. I don't be dissing him too much. Hey, Siberian girl pal. Sorry. Just a little hard reading chat with a Claire. And this gets me out in the outdoors too. It clears my head. I reckon walking's the best thing for thinking, clearing your head. I reckon walking is better than running. Oh, my nipple's up, I keep hitting it with something.
Get back with more news at 10 on your news leader, Brisbane's 882, 4BC.
I'm walking up a hill. I'm starting to feel it now. Even walking's taken out of me.
Distance 3 kilometers. Duration 34 minutes 59 seconds. Pace 10 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
Yellow holding you.
Email me over
Know if you saw that.
4bc.com.au, get a podcast by Apple or Spotify. Reported it, and we just keep telling you nothing much happened. A 23-year-old man armed with a rifle shot and killed 4 fellow employees at a bank in Louisville, Kentucky. 9 others were wounded. He attacked 3 of them critically, so the death toll could go, of course, up to 7. The suspect, who police said was live streaming the rampage, was killed by the police after exchanging fire in the scene. Now, the shooting happened at the Old National Bank in Louisville, Kentucky. When they arrived on the scene, they encountered the suspect almost immediately, still firing gunshots. The gunman, whose name was not immediately released, is confirmed dead at the scene. We don't know exactly the circumstances. We believe it's a lone gunman involved in this who did have connections with the bank. It appears that he previously worked at the bank. The 23-year-old dead, 4 innocent souls also deceased, and 3 are critical. And as I say, we keep talking about it. We're far removed from this behaviour in Australia, but it appears no one has the bottom to actually do something about it because of the very powerful gun lobby in the USA. And not much else to be said except it just keeps on happening. And there's a terrible story coming out of Queensland this morning. A young girl in a serious condition was dragged as a house fence by 2 dogs before being physically murdered. She's only 6 years old, by that children's hospital after sustaining significant stomach, chest and shoulder injuries at Woodridge. The 26-year-old girl was on a fence when the dog jumped up and down to a fifth at 4:30 yesterday. A male relative of the girl, a young bloke in his 20s, jumped over there. He suffered some injuries. He will be okay. He was taken to QE2 Jubilee Hospital, stable condition. The local resident said her niece and daughter, who were close to the fence, screamed out for help after the mastiff attack. So the dogs have been taken into custody by the local council.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing. He's giving to him for free too.
The dogs are not registered. Which of course is against the law apart from anything else, but we hope that little girl's going to be okay. There's a quite remarkable story today about smoking. Now, I've seen during my lifetime...
Don't have anything like that in Australia.
Where I started calling football, it was called the Winfield
Price-wise, they're paying like $3,000-4,000 for one of those RVs, the old ones.
Tony Barber on TV screens, thousands of virtues of smoking, and of course now there's warnings in every packet where basically, if you smoke, you can prevent death. That's through cancer of the mouth, other cancers. And it's had some sort of impact. I remember speaking to the chaplain of and he was arguing the talk about
yeah. It is shit. I'm actually sweating. Hey, sorry. What temperature? Hey, sorry. What temperature is it? 20 degrees Celsius at the moment. The top of 28.
A hole in the federal budget from lost tobacco excise and uncollected GST. Sellers on the ground have reported a sharp fall in tobacco sales as the skyrocketing price of legal tobacco encourages demand for illicit, counterfeit and loose tobacco known as chop. The huge popularity of prohibited e-cigarettes or vaping is robbing retailers of legitimate sales. Now, we know about the import of illegal cigarettes, and we often report here about people getting caught bringing large volumes of cigarettes in containers and all that to make sure they don't pay excise and they get caught. But you wonder now about e-cigarettes, and I noticed that David Littleproud, the national leader today, has said his own government, previous government, his Liberal National Party government, failed in its duty to tolerate and reduce the impact of e-cigarettes. And it's something we've spoken about here recently before I got on road. And unfortunately, it's a continuing problem. And now it's a bigger problem, I guess, when you look at the fact that exercise is greatly reduced because smoking is reduced, and we're going instead with other either illegal tobacco or the vape. I note that today Clive Palmer has headed the Voice debate. He's entering the referendum campaign for the no tax against the indigenous Voice of Parliament, arguing the advisory way reducing Australian parties in the last federal election, but he's planned to meet Indigenous Australians and Federal in coming weeks to determine whether he is actually
Yeah, a lot warmer.
Now, again, I expect it, and I put the piece up on Thursday. We still have no...
Got to stop and get a rag out, a towel. Sweat's all going in my eyes.
Which has a budget for 2022-2030 of over $4 billion. And no one wants to talk about it and say, well, hang on a sec, aren't we really spending a lot of money on the indigenous people to try and alleviate concerns they're not represented? Of course, they have representatives in both the state, federal, and...
Is that a kayak or a surfboard? Not surfboard, Quicksilver. Has to go on the train, going down the coast, up the coast. Has been urged to ensure that both sides of the Voice debate that are pure. So I'm trying to do the fastest kilometres I can do. So I'm really going to stop for anybody at the moment.
Will remove or block from major social media platforms.
Plenty of time for that down the track.
That they weren't accurate or they weren't captured. John Story, who directs the legal rights programs at the Institute
I've really
of
got to
Public
stop
Affairs,
down
has
in
written
this.
to Julie Inman
I'll stop.
asking for a clear definition of hate speech and questioned her commitment to take it down. Now, they report incidents, and I spoke about Noel Pearson berating people left, right and centre, including Jacinta Price. Brett Walker, the prominent senior counsel, saying it is racist to refer to the proposed Voice as a fourth arm of government. Professor Marcia Langton saying those who wanted to shield the government from Voice-related court action would yield in subconscious racism. And it seems all the accusations are coming from the yes side. And in an effort to push their point of view, if you happen to oppose it or discuss it, as I have on this program, saying, well, we need some more detail. We need some more detail. And we're not getting it. And then if you happen to raise the spectre of, well, we'd like more detail, we want to know how it's going to work, we want to know anything there, I'm going to raise that as still there.
Thanks. Okay, so I'll be here for a sec.
Well, there's plenty of people getting a drink out of that. So what happens there? And on the back of that, there's brother and the brother Panica. And you see, this is what can happen. And there's a story about her and Jim Matthews, yesterday coming out of Australia. And the fact that Anastasia Palaszczuk has had something to say about all of this, and then had to sort of clarify what she was reported as saying, because it may have been misreported, or it may have been misunderstood. And as I understand, all the Premier of Queensland said was that maybe, just maybe, we need to have a look at the message, to make sure the message put out correct. And then you've got this Maggie story that I mentioned earlier, and I'll get to that a bit later in the program. Jim Maggie, in all sorts of strikes at the moment over a range of issues, including the fact that within his own office and private partner of the rest of it. So then you look at the story here about the hiccup on the voice. The Yes campaign for Indigenous Voice Department needs to be moving forward away from political commentary and toward educating the community. So in other words, to a certain extent, even though we might be talking about different things, the Premier of Queensland to do with...
Hey, Dougie Doug.
She's clarified those comments to prevent them from being misconstrued. It comes as a backbencher, as you mentioned earlier, a Labor backbencher, even with
talking about grapes.
Comments, which alluded to people being hesitant about enshrining Indigenous voice.
Young was in there eating grapes before. I don't know about this stream, but the last stream you
lack of
doing.
detail have been a point laboured by opponents, including
Duration 45 minutes 37 seconds. Pace 10 minutes 38 seconds per kilometer.
Or gastritis, irritation to your esophagus, ulcers, and you can also use this for like a hernia. And if you have diverticulitis, any inflammation in your digestive tract, you should try this remedy. You know, if you look at the current
What the hell am I like? Wonder why I was playing that. I gotta stop to read chat. See how glary it is. I'm starting to get buggered too. I don't know if you can see it on my face. 4.12 kilometres.
To Section 129, it says they may make representations to Parliament and the executive government of the Commonwealth. If that was in the question, I think the answer might be no from me, as opposed to yes to the other question. Anyway, we'll try and catch up with Warren Mundine about that a little bit later.
No, it's not a stitch. It's just a scab. Probably should have got stitches. That happened to me about a week ago. I was walking in a shopping centre and there was a ute with a bunch of 4x2s on the back, like hanging up on the top railing, and he didn't have any rags or bright red rags or yellow rags tied to it.
I remember at the time.
No, I ran into it without seeing it. The sun sort of was shining in my eyes. And it was hanging over, way over the tow bar. And I looked up the law, and it says you've got to have that.
Source, there's going to be a lot of large language models. Under this pressure, how do you continue prioritizing treatment? This is several pressures. So one of them is a market-driven pressure from other companies.
I bloody hurt. I had like a headache for a day or two.
Apple, Meta, small companies.
More of the headache on the first night.
This is what we believe in. I'm sure people will get ahead of us on this way and make sure everyone can take. How do you...
Fuck, I keep changing the channel. On my YouTube thing, I don't know why that's happening. I'm flicking the wrong buttons, obviously. Fuck, I keep changing. I'll go over here to show you so I can read this. Yeah, I know. So you're gonna quick take and then go. Thanks for everybody being in chat.
And that'll be the US where we've had a collapse. I think frequent last time I checked and see what happens there. We've had a terrible, terrible weekend on our roads. I mentioned it briefly yesterday. If you weren't with me yesterday, we did work on the holiday Monday at the World Easter Show in Sydney, but it's now jumped to 16. And many of them have occurred in the southern states. The latest was an unidentified person killed in Cape Cleveland, 30k south of Townsville, yesterday afternoon at 1:30 after a collision between two cars. Both cars caught fire on the track because two people fighting for their lives. Police said one man died on Sunday after his car crashed into a tree east of Ipswich. In Victoria, a 26-year-old from Beaconsfield in Melbourne South East died after a car with 4 people rolled in a paddock. And then, of course, we had that terrible incident leading into the weekend in the southern part of New South Wales with a collision between vehicles left 4 people deceased. And the police are still investigating that. That was 30k southeast of Yass. 2 utes collided on the Barton Highway. So there were warnings before all of this.
A little bit of tension in chat, is it?
Unfortunately. And the story about...
Sorry guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen.
Now, the Wagner's copper mentioned here again because they own the adjacent airport near Toowoomba. And they, of course, built WorldCat. But the Lydia Lynch has a story today in the Australian, and Queenslanders need to really sit up and take note about this. Queensland taxpayers have spent more than $500,000 a day on average for the privately owned WorldCat quarantine camp, which was shut to their and we handed back to the Wagner Corporation this month. They own the WorldCat, they won the contract for WorldCat in 2019 open tender process, thanks to the company, and the lease expired over the 7 months. The state court of the German has been taken the confidential owners of the Windows some contracts by Now, the Liberal National Party finance space, Windows Road, refers the matter to the Auditor General, Brendan Waller, and further later.
New washing machine dryer, maybe, or yeah, a dishwasher. 2 dishwashers.
The federal government spent more than $1 billion for 3 cities, 1 in Melbourne, 1 in Perth, and 1 for
I notice when you're walking, sometimes my nipples actually get erect and actually rub on the shirt. Years ago I used to tape them down. Had to. With his shirt rubbing on them. I think I'm starting to feel a bit of that now. Don't know why. Maybe because it's the wind making my nipples come up. That's something strange to say, but it's the truth. Hey, Kane.
Maybe they would, be getting right back into it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. I get 2 points out of that.
See you, girl, pal. Take care.
22. I'll say one thing with some confidence.
Thanks for popping in.
Neither of these teams were second man in the opinion. The Parramatta have won 2, the Steelers have 6, the West Side has none of 6, and that team has done that.
Oh, at least you've got wrenches that stops you timing each other out. There's an RV over there. That'd be a bit expensive, that one. At least 100k. coffee shop in the middle of nowhere, in the open.
Really good form late in the game. It appeared to me early in the game he couldn't really stretch out. I don't know whether he was
4G towers. You can tell they're 4G, they're skinnier. And they're not white. 5G aerials are white.
They wanted to be up front and go to the NRL, but this is what we're on. They want to beat that other club, and I'll have to beat that offer. And then I guess it brings the salary cap order into the equation. Phil Rossfield, Barber's on the floor. Presenting Silver Rugby League legends and holding jobs at clubs. The sport takes $50 million a year from gambling sponsorship and license fees from no less than 49 sports bookmaking agents across the country. Breakfast Radio 4, the racing channel, the radio racing channel, and then Willie Mason doesn't have a direct role with a betting agency, but his podcast is sponsored by the TAB, I think, and that's why they're looking at revising the rules. Well, I think that, given some constraints, there'd be no reason why his podcast can't be sponsored by someone without a direct link. I think that's still a long way to go any further than that. AFL round 4. We had Geelong beating Hawthorn 127 to 45. A-League played yesterday. Melbourne City FC was ready.
Distance 5 kilometers. Duration 56 minutes 13 seconds. Pace 10 minutes 37 seconds per kilometer.
Warren Mundine will join me shortly as well. 131873. Email me at 2GB podcast by Apple or Spotify. I may have 2GB, 2BC, 4BC stations on Southern Cross Triple M, Capital Radio, Midwest Radio 2LC, 4 Aurora Campton ARN, Resonate Network, and listeners on the 2GB, 4BC.
Yeah, I got some water.
That weather, partly cloudy and 20
in my backpack.
7 degrees. This morning
On the hose, but I didn't fill it up from last night. Or yesterday.
Maybe some light on the 24. Thursday, up to 15 millimetres of rain they're predicting for Sydney. We're going to send a lot to what to see. And then a little less rain on Friday and 21 Thursday across 22 Friday. Now, repeating that warning we gave you yesterday, the first condition across the coast of New South Wales, and we are talking about a warning for the Macquarie Coast, Hunter Coast, Sydney Coast, Illawarra Coast, Bateman Coast, and Egan's Coast. So basically from up the north all the way to the south. There's also updated maritime wind warning for the Eden Coast as well. Don't do it off the
There's the moon if you can see it.
Well, don't do it
above the plane, or below the plane.
Where we've got hazardous conditions. For Brisbane today, sunny and 28, 27 the airport, 27 Bay Desert, Ipswich 28, the same as Logan, and the Gold Coast top there. Winton Manly, Redcliffe, Sunshine Coast top 27. Sunny and 29 tomorrow, looks like a good week. 31 and sunny on Thursday, sunny on Friday 28, and partly cloudy on Saturday and 28. Regionally, our listeners can look forward to sunny conditions at Port Macquarie 22, Kempsey sunny 23, Coffs Harbour sunny 23, Wagga Wagga partly cloudy 19, Griffith partly cloudy and 20, Hay partly cloudy 21, Golden partly cloudy 18, Griffith cloudy 17,
Lost your mod for what, bud?
Bathurst partly cloudy 19.
Not in here, you weren't.
This morning becoming cloudy at top of 17 to go.
Talking about somewhere else.
Partly cloudy top of 18, and Canberra on QCC Capital Radio, partly cloudy with a top of 19. Rockhampton, good morning. Sunny and 32 in Rocky on 4RO. Gympie, sunny and 29. Townsville, 4K1G, sunny and 32. And Toowoomba, Southern Cross Triple M, it'll be a sunny day and 21. Those weather conditions for Griffith, partly cloudy and 20 degrees. And Wagga Wagga, Southern Cross Triple M, partly cloudy and 19 degrees. 28 to 10.
4BC traffic thanks to Supple. That's SUPPLE.
was a truck and car crash on the Gateway.
It's 28 to 9 here. They got daylight saving down there.
Slow traffic's back to the M1 off-ramp. Also a breakdown on the M1 southbound just before Underwood Road in Rochedale. And there's a breakdown yet to clear in Brussels on the Warrego Highway eastbound before Pine Mountain Road. It's slowing M1 southbound.
Well, it's starting to get bad.
No delays on the Bruce Highway. It's Olympia on Brisbane Traffic Reader, 882 for BC.
Not all traffic is bad, especially web traffic. To get more traffic, leads and customers to your online marketing, Google Suffer. That's SUPPLE or call 1300-SUFFER. eBay car sellers are talented just like you. There are thousands of car enthusiasts on ebay.com.au right now who will sell all kinds of parts you need to tinker with your car, and for a great price. In fact, there are millions and millions of listings online right now, from car tyres to bull bars, towing mirrors, battery recharges. If you want to improve the look of your car, eBay's the place to go. eBay has an incredible range of accessories, from floor mats to dash cams, car seat organisers to LED strip lights, and much, much more. eBay is a real car acquisition. You'll find more about every car.
Don't forget to subscribe if no one's subscribed. Be much appreciated.
ebay.com.au. Want to know the secret to feeling happy at home? It's having neighbours you love knowing, spaces you like going, enjoying peaceful gardens where someone else does the mowing. At Leadways Retirement Living, we have
Appreciate anybody that does subscribe.
Queensland, so you can embrace a life of delight. Join us for a tour and discover
Without
the
using
joy
chat,
of
I'd have no
retirement
subscribers.
cares. Call 1-800-550-550 or search Leadways Retirement Living. We have a wonderful idea. And we love nothing more than to connect with friends.
The Brisbane company that specialises in cricket down and getting the light and breezy.
Local traffic only.
Every single dish is made to order using fresh ingredients in our very own kitchen. No production line, no freezing. Our roast potatoes are really roasted. We really baked our baked ham. Our potato mash is real potato mashed. And our apple crumble really does crumble. All cooked, prepared and delivered just for you. Easy, affordable.
Thanks again.
That's Cameron's Kitchen. Taste the difference at cameronskitchen.com.au.
Nah, that's what I'm saying about Australia. It's pretty clean. Pretty much everything is.
For all the ways we can. Application subject to credit approval. Insurance fees and tax supply.
Might get a few untidy gardens and things, but rubbish wise, no.
On my way to Warren Mundine, the respected Indigenous leader, although if you believe some other Indigenous leaders, he's a misguided blackfellow that doesn't know what he's talking about, but we'll get to him.
Misguided blackfellow.
Who's trying to carry favour.
The radio announcer said that, not me.
Debate
And I repeated it.
those that would oppose him. But the Northern Territory Senator, Jacinta Nebravinka Price, has spoken about the alternative proposal from the ABC this morning. She said to the host, my suggestion being able to strengthen those voices and better resource those communities, in that way speaks directly to those communities. Let's understand what I'm going on the ground.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what you're saying is true, Shed, but I don't know. It'd be totally different for him here.
Pushing for those remote communities, for leadership in those remote communities to be better heard. What currently already exists
Yeah, you probably have to stick to the major cities.
From those conditions. If the focus of the legislative, regional and local voice parliament was about supporting local areas, she said she'd absolutely back it. Now, as I said, we've actually doing that because I keep asking the question about the NIAA with a budget in 22-23 of over $4 billion. There was a release by both Greg Hunt, then the Minister for Health, and Ken White, then the Minister for Indigenous Australians, in the previous government, March 2022, so we're talking about 3 years ago. The Australian government is working in close collaboration.
Buy a Ford, bud. Oh, mate, good enough.
Australia lies by stopping the spread of COVID.
and they talk about moving into remote areas, Indigenous communities.
Probably why it's broken down because the
And
whole.
they're talking about getting the support of the NIAA to get the sort of.
I wait for someone to say, "What are you filming me for?" Because I can.
That is way back in March of 23 years ago.
Usually I give you that eye.
I read another piece recently, October last year, this time an announcement by Matt Keogh, the Minister for Veteran Affairs, and also the Assistant Minister for Indigenous Australians, Downunder McCarthy. And they spoke about the Army.
Yeah, I think it's totally different than America here.
Program.
Pretty much, even though we speak English.
More than 100 Army personnel deployed up to 5 months into remote Aboriginal communities.
I don't know, I could be wrong.
Contribute to local health programs, with the training.
But he does have that natural talent of just saying stuff that. Yeah, he doesn't think before he says something, he just says it, it just comes out of his mouth. He makes stuff up just to get reactions.
A number of functions including to lead and coordinate Commonwealth policy development, program design and implementation and service delivery for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, to provide advice to the Prime Minister and the Minister for Indigenous Australians on whole of government priorities for Aboriginal.
So they want to bring in some new law here that gives the Aboriginals a voice in Parliament.
To lead Commonwealth activities.
Well, they're not showing the public the actual
Part of their responsibility.
law they're going to make.
Warren Mundine, as I said, is...
They're hiding everything from the Australian public. It's going to be like apartheid here, I reckon. They bring it in.
His opposition to the voice.
And if you vote no, they reckon you're a racist.
There you go, mate. You're going to listen to this stuff from me about not knowing what I'm talking about.
It's going to be a referendum to vote this in or not. But they're not going to show the Australian public what's in the legislation.
People in the Indigenous community about where we're headed. But you see, one of the things that did get raised, and I've been on about this for quite a number of weeks, when first came raised by Pauline Hanson in One Nation.
Yeah, I've actually got this selfie stick up.
With a budget of over $4 billion, does it stay?
It does put a bit of pressure on your forearm, on the muscle on your forearm.
Distance 6 kilometers. Duration 1 hour 6 minutes 41 seconds. Pace 10 minutes 27 seconds 4 kilometers.
Yeah, I'd probably be out of place in America too. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So when they change the law, they reckon they're gonna make people pay to go into parks and beaches and all that sort of stuff. Come off the grass. We don't pay for that sort of stuff to go to the beach. You don't even pay to go to the toilet here out in public. Pretty much walk into any business and go to the toilet. Don't need no code to open the door. What's that? Should be your human right to take a dump. Whatever business you want.
The Prime Minister announced all of this. If it was a vote purely on a proposed law to order the Constitution to recognise the first peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander village, proposed alteration to the Constitution, I'd probably say yes. But then when he sort of mildly went through the other proposals, and this is where it's part 2 of 129 of the change, the Aboriginal and Torres
There's a bunch of
Strait
exercise
Islander
machines down here. I'll stop there.
the Parliament and the executive government of the
Before I hop back in the car.
Now, if that was part of the question, I don't think there'd be much case for them voting yes. On a regular basis, it will stifle government, it will prevent us from moving forward. And to what end? Yes, we need to recognise First Nations people in the Constitution. I don't think anyone will say no to that. But then there are people that know.
Yeah, if you Google that, Australia, voice to the people or something, voice to the Aboriginals. And you see what comes up and read it all.
and many
And your eyes will probably start googling over. What the hell is all this stuff?
What's the benefit for all of us? Well, you
It's a mind fuck.
because you're indigenous, but you're disputed. It's true. But, and look, you are right. You know, we've done polling. You know, as soon as you put up, you know, recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, first people of Australia, you know, in the Constitution and that, just about everyone ticks that box. They all want...
So like Trump's trying to destroy your constitution. They're trying to destroy our constitution.
The problem we're having is the voice, and the voice is just a step too far. It's all, you know, I read the article by Janet Albertson in the Australia today, and she's got lawyers, but even lawyers who are in the Yes campaign saying that, you know, it's a co-sovereignty issue now. You know, that we've got virtually, you know, what Turnbull said back in 2017, that this is just, you know, a third chamber of government. This is what it's starting to turn out like and look like.
Well, we get one tackle, okay? We get one tackle. You know, the last time we had one that was not backwards, of course, you know, a Republican...
7:42 and the sun's setting. Have you got daylight savings or something? Or do you live in Antarctica? That seems late for a sunset. I suppose summer here might be like 6 something. Now it's around 5:36 PM. The sun goes down. Because winter's coming. Well, it's here, you know what I mean? But we don't get snow, so. Well, not this part of Australia anyway.
And now he now thinks he's Jesus because he thinks Peter Dutton's Judas. He'll be out there beating people up and calling them names and everything like that. When all we want to do, and I'm saying all Australians, black, white, pink, green, women that just arrived 5 minutes ago, they've been here 200 years or 60,000 years, all want that recognition. They all do, and they want that reconciliation. They want all that to happen. But adding this other stuff on with the Constitution, even their own constitutional lawyers don't agree, with the Prime Minister. You have the Solicitor General, they didn't agree with the Prime Minister. And they're all saying this is a dangerous step. And so, you know,
I've got to swap arms.
You've got to throw the baby out with the bathwater. This is the problem.
Unfortunately, and even the Queensland Premier, I don't know if you caught up with that news today, she's backtracking on what she said yesterday, where she basically said what we're saying, look, we've got to stop the argument about this, we've got to have some clarity, some information, when all of a sudden, oh, hang on, you misunderstand me, I'm not saying no to it, but with some qualification. That's what people are saying. In my lifetime, your lifetime, one, we get one practice, and we've got to get it right.
Oh, okay, you're that far up. Shit. Hey, monster. This is Australia. Monster.
All other Australians live a healthy, long life, and crime goes down and everything like that. No one's against that. No one.
When I see monster, I think of energy drink.
Added on to it, we're not gonna get there. And this is a thing that makes me really angry about this whole process, because you know everyone wants
I'm exercising, monster.
to have a better life in Australia.
Got type 1 diabetes.
To play a role in the governance of the country.
I'm not Blade. Look at my toes and there's no holes in them.
And have their voices.
And you won't catch me doing any shots either. Fire sales.
Something that's a good thing to do.
Sorry, mate, that's just not what I do. If you're into that sort of content. I'll have a drink once in a while. Probably get drunk once in a while, you know, maybe once every 6 months or something, or 12 months. But not that often, really. Yeah, write whatever you want in the chat, monster, it's okay. It's alright, bud. If you want to fit in, fit in. If you don't, don't. You want to go and troll, you can go and troll in Young's vlogs chat. He'll take it to a point. He did say he wasn't going to ban anybody, but he's banning people. Eventually, if you say something bad enough, like Denny, then he unbans him, lets him back in. So you just got to take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, I might look alright on the outside, but on the inside, bud. That's why I'm doing this exercise, so I don't end up. Well, my 3 monthly blood sugar test is about 9, I should be about 8. So I'm not in the range that I should be in. I used to be on around 7, 8, close to 8. But not lately, I haven't, not last year. So I'm just trying to burn off the sugar in my muscles, if you know what I mean. It's like a survival thing. I'm walking to live. I'm living to walk. I don't know how else to explain it. All the side effects I get from the varying blood sugars and stuff like that, and the toll it takes on my body. But I'm trying to live with it as best as I can. This will stuff me up for the day. I'll go and I won't be able to move, won't be able to do anything, really, for hours. If I go back out for, I'm not sure whether I'll go back out again this afternoon. Might just leave the stream run and then just go back out again near the end of the stream. I don't know, I'll think about it. I might not even go back out at all today. So I've done at least 20 Ks yesterday and close to maybe 9 today. I have to have a look and see what it is. I should have checked my at 7. There's only 7K, so it's not even 10.
Received a ransom demand by the criminal group behind last month's cyber attack. Latitude says it won't pay the ransom in line with the Australian government's position. It will not reward criminal behaviour. The company says it also doesn't believe that paying a ransom will result from the stolen data being returned or destroyed. Latitude will not pay a ransom to criminals based on the evidence and advice. There is simply no guarantee that doing so will result in any customer data being destroyed.
Thanks, Monster.
And also only encourage
please subscribe if you could, bud. I'd really appreciate it.
Said their CEO Bob Beerling. Our priority remains on
I won't be just doing these walking streams. We're doing lots of other stuff later on. Just waiting things to fall in place in my life. But that car will probably be the next thing I'll be doing. Restoring that and getting that on the road. And then once I get that on the road, I can stream from it and go places. And do other things. I do have access to another car, but it's just not as good as my other car. I'd rather be in my other car. Thanks for popping in, mate. Much appreciated. You're good with your conversions, Shed.
ABC Traffic, brought to you by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
In Mackenzie, there's a breakdown on the mounted at the Calabar Road.
A bunch of exercise equipment down here. I just stopped there for 5 minutes. I think I'm starting to get a bit of a frozen shoulder. So I reckon apple cider vinegar is good for that. So I'm going to try that first. And if that doesn't work, it looks like I'm going to have to get the shot in the arm. Injection. I think it's like calcium build up in your arm, shoulder joint. So I'm not sure what exercise I'll be able to do down here. Upper body compared to walking. Well, I reckon walking uses every muscle in your body. So. And it looks like there's no one down here. You got hip problems too, eh? Yeah, everybody's got bloody problems, haven't they? Must be a bad accident or something to send out another ambulance. Yeah. That's like the commander guy or something. So I'm not even sure I'd be able to do the bench presses. He did some lung exercises, shit going. Fire evergreen.
People that we employ.
We want to create a business in the future that not only supports our staff, but also the customers that walk in the door day in, day out.
Speak to a NAB business expert about how we can help you grow your business. Search NAB Business Experts.
More than money. Get ready for massive savings at Grand Prix Hyundai Caboolture this April. Want style, luxury and 5 years free servicing? Then look no further than the spacious Santa Fe. Visit Jake Camilleri and the team at Grand Prix Hyundai Caboolture.
I'll test your shoulder out now. Probably going to hurt.
I noticed the story strikes us over across Sydney and Canberra as waste management workers lobby for a better working condition. Workers have rallied outside the Erskine Park Cleanaway Centre as part of their 24-hour campaign. That affects areas in the city of Sydney, Randwick, Erskine Park and Silverwater for 24 hours. And will have a similar impact in the ACT, we're told as well, Cleanaway. And Griffith, I noticed a story about Wilson from one of our network stations. Around 50 former Griffith High School students took a trip down memory lane on Saturday night, 30 years after leaving the school. And there they are, a photo in the local newspaper of all those wonderful people reacquainting with their old schoolmates from years ago. News comes up in 4.5.
If you missed it, you'll find it at 4bc.com.au. Log on now and catch up on the latest show or highlights from your favourite presenters. Laurel, Gary and Mark, Ray Hadley, Sophie Formica, Neil Breen, Spencer Howson, Peter Basaltis. Need a news fix? Then click on the latest news tab. Plus, you can listen to and watch 4BC live. Get more of 4BC at 4bc.com.au.
Would extra funds give your business a boost? Talk to Scott Pack Business Finance, Australia's largest non-bank business lender, providing fast, flexible funding to help every business. Visit scottpack.com.au. Credit criteria applies.
Be inspired by unrivaled retirement living for over 65s. Rondu Towers resort-style community boasts meticulous architecture and design. Belong and feel connected to a caring retirement village and the wider, vibrant Newstead community. Register your interest today for Stage 2's final release of 2 and 3 bedroom luxury apartments. Come home to Rondu Towers and live your best life. Visit rondutowers.org.au.
G'day, it's John from Salmon Plumbing.
For a plumber who's caring, call in the herring.
Just a reminder to check your home for leaks this summer. Leaks not only waste water, but can damage your home's foundations. Just turn off all the taps in your home, then check the water meter. If it's turning over, you may have a leak. And if you do, give us a call.
Don't get a plumber who's phony, call the abalone.
Salmon Plumbing, bad puns, but great plumbers. salmonplumbing.com.au.
Hey, Dazza, new van. Pretty nice.
Thanks, mate. It's an LDV G10. Picked it up for just $34,990.
$34,990's a steal.
And it comes with a free $1,500 fuel card.
$1,500 in free fuel too.
The LDV G10 is Australia's best value one-ton van from just $34,990 drive away for ABN holders. Get to an LDV dealer today. LDV, bring it on. Stock vehicles only, T&Cs and exclusions at ldvautomotive.com.au.
The spirit of the Anzacs lives on in all of us. Show yours with pride this Anzac Appeal Round. Stand tall, stand proud and stand together as we honour past and current serving members of the Defence Force and acknowledge their sacrifices in a moment of silence. This is us. Show your Anzac spirit by attending your favourite game in honour of the Anzac Appeal Round. Get your 2023 Toyota AFL Premiership season tickets from tickets.afl.
Have your business needs evolved and it's time for a change? realcommercial.com.au can help you right-size your premises. Make your next move with realcommercial.com.au, Australia's #1 address in commercial property.
You're listening to Ray Hadley in the morning on Brisbane's 4BC.
A few emails are coming up in my discussions with Warren Mundine. Malcolm's up there listening to us in Queensland on 4BC. I agree with you, Warren, and Jacinta on the voice. If it's not fixed, I'll vote no. Name calling won't stop me. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly the right of every person to vote the way they want without being abused in the way that some have been. And it's all coming from one side of the debate at the moment, from the yes side. News comes up next.
Seeing the world starts with Virgin Australia. Earn Velocity points when you fly to destinations around the world with Virgin Australia and our network of world-class airline partners, including Qatar Airways, United Airlines and Singapore Airlines. So book now at virginaustralia.com. Bring on the world and bring on wonderful. Velocity membership and airline T's and C's apply.
News is next. Seeing the world starts with virginaustralia.com.
I don't even know about their pull-ups.
Brisbane's 882 4BC.
In this bulletin, little girl's lucky escape from a dog, Northern Ireland on edge, and new tickets for the Women's World Soccer Tournament. It's 10 o'clock. Good morning, I'm Steve Barker. A man who rescued his young niece from a vicious dog in Logan says he didn't think she was alive when he first found her. 6-year-old
I'd have to just come here and just do this instead of doing everything else.
Yesterday afternoon, when she was dragged into her neighbour's backyard and attacked. Her uncle Reese says he raced to help her.
One of the dogs with a gun attacked her face. I threw the chair at the dog. I thought she was dead. Because she's laying there lifeless.
She remains in a serious but stable condition in hospital with injuries to her chest, abdomen and shoulder. A man will appear in court today after he allegedly stabbed another man in the neck with a syringe in Brisbane's inner north. Police say the 40-year-old got into an argument with a 67-year-old man at a Windsor property yesterday afternoon. 2 off-duty police officers stepped in, arresting the younger man, who's now being charged with attempted murder. The older man was taken to hospital in a stable condition. Police vehicles in Northern Ireland have been pelted with petrol bombs as the territory marks 25 years since the Good Friday Agreement. An illegal dissident Republican march has been staged in Londonderry. No one has been injured. US President Joe Biden and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will soon visit the nation to commemorate the anniversary of the Peace Pact. Researchers want Australians who don't have a family history of Parkinson's disease to participate in a study of genetic codes. The disease is on track to surpass 12 million cases worldwide by 2040. Shake It Up Chief Executive Clyde Campbell says they're asking for saliva samples to track different genome sequences and find better treatment options for patients.
What we're finding is there's different cohorts of people with Parkinson's. No one gets their own one single type of Parkinson's. It's a very multifaceted disease. And what we've found in previous trials is that, say, 30% of patients have had a good result with a certain treatment, 40% had mediocre, and 30% had no result.
A major Australian lender which fell victim to a cyber attack has confirmed it's received a ransom demand. In a notice to the ASX,
I'll come back in another day and do these. Maybe I'll come down here twice a week or something and just do these early hours in the morning.
The records of millions
and no walking, like substituted or something.
Earlier this year. Australia's strong results in the education sector may be masking students who are struggling.
They're pretty primitive exercise machines too.
With other OECD nations, but it's also found Australia from poorer families are 3 times more likely to fall behind. 100 days today until the kick-off to the FIFA Women's World Cup Soccer Tournament. Matches will be played in New Zealand and all round Australia, including several in Brisbane. CEO says more tickets will be on sale later today.
Yeah, absolutely. From 12 o'clock today, tickets will be back on sale. 800,000 tickets will be made available today. And so you don't want to miss out. You want to go to FIFA.com/ticket and make sure you are one of the lucky fans in the stand come July, August.
Sport. Early Bird Steel opens early. 31 Trade Street, Lytton.
And the Matildas will be out to bounce back from their shock loss to Scotland.
Thanks everybody for being in chat. Sorry about that exercise stuff back there. And my shoulder was just
expected to be a tough
starting to aggravate it.
For the World Cup.
It's going to be one of
just certain ways I move it, it seems to get that spot, I think, where the calcium is.
Make it even tougher. And then we do it with some circumstances that we were out of our control.
When I get back, I'm going to take a shot of apple cider vinegar. It's the horriblest stuff to drink. They're going to give it a go. People on ketogenic diets usually take that in the morning anyway. That and they drink lemon water.
With an 82-point mauling of Hawthorn yesterday. It comes after fellow Cats ruck Reece Stanley was hurt in a similar incident a few weeks ago with dangerous kneeing. It's now 10:04.
Early Bird Steel is still open earlier than everyone else.
It is 10:04.
So if you've got a DIY job that you want to knock over this weekend, Early Bird Steel can help. Just call us, order your gear and pick up in store, or we can deliver to you. That includes
Activity pause. Activity completed.
Early Bird Steel, still open earlier than everyone else. 6 days a week, 31 Trade Street, Lytton. Call 1300 Early Bird or online at earlybirdsteel.com.au. Traffic. Listen to Wide World of Sports weeknights from 6 on 4BC.
There's been a truck rollover on Johnson Road at the Mountley Highway northbound on-ramp in Hillcrest. Lanes are blocked. Activity summary. Total distance 7.6 kilometers. Total duration 1 hour 32 minutes 27 seconds. Average pace 12 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer. Average speed 0.9 kilometers per hour. 537 kilocalories.
Solutions is proud to announce the most powerful Bergamet product to date, Bergamet Advanced, which contains the patented 100
Just in the car.
Support heart and liver health, as well as supporting blood circulation and relieving inflammation. Live life to the full with Bergamet Advanced. To order, call 1300 977 889 or visit bergamet.com.au. Read the label and use as directed. Winner for Bergamet Advanced. Buy 2 and get 1 free. Visit bergamet.com.au.
putting everything away in the car. Yeah, I didn't bring the cars any other time. I probably would have made the 10Ks if I walked back home. I'll just stick his in the car. Thanks. Wasn't really a lot, although compared to what I do. Let me switch this camera that way. I might even go down the coast or up the coast next week. Not even on the weekend.
First term. So he's going to run in his 81st year. Warren Mundine was a special guest on the program in the first hour, and you can go and find him on 2gb.com, 4bc.com.au via podcast and the like. But we have quite a number
Thanks
of
for being there,
New
Shed.
Zealand who are on the World Wide Web, and
much appreciated. I really mean it.
You should take a look at the Waitangi.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't really be talking to anybody during the day.
There was in fact an interview conducted.
Yeah, I do have a fishing rod. I bought one to go fishing, but I never went fishing.
And this happened.
So that's something else I want to do too.
Before I went on holidays, actually, I did see it. And Sky News reported at the time.
And weather's not too bad here in Australia in winter. So
of government decisions making, according to a new report comparing the voice.
I suppose I could do something like that.
Tribunal. Like the proposed voice to Parliament,
but I'm not a good fisherman.
We set up with a narrow
I'm only just a novice, if you know what I mean.
On Maori people's grievances. But it then morphed into a binding quasi-judicial body with significant influence over the elected government, according to a detailed analysis by the Institute of Public Affairs. Speaking to
Carl,
on Sky News, the IPA
hope you're having a good day, night, whatever time it is, or whatever day it is.
My concern is that the voice to Parliament here in Australia will end up exactly like the Waitangi Tribunal. The Waitangi Tribunal will very quickly morph into an advisory function, being buried in the very centre of every single major decision coming out of New Zealand Parliament. Now, he said,
you in Victoria? Okay. Well, you got Taylor in winter or something then. So usually Taylor comes in winter.
The vaccine is a prime example. Now, he said the government, he told Peter Grevlin, originally wanted to have it prioritised based on that.
Yeah, I heard in Victoria they're going to give politicians that leave their job, they're going to give them like the dole, but it's going to be their wage, so they're going to get like $300,000 over a year and a half or something if they don't get unemployed. Oh, if they don't get employment, I meant. That's crazy. Just tell them to go on the dole. They earn enough money, they're probably on a bloody pension from the Parliament anyway.
And according to the author of the IPA's report, John Story, Australia's own judicial history means that the voice...
Yeah, you get a lot colder down there in Victoria and up here in Queensland.
And be a forum for divisive activism, just
probably why they call us the Sunshine State. That's why Victoria, they have 4 seasons in one day. If I was smart, I could leave that app running and I'd be doing the kilometres in the car. But I'm not. Not cheating. Oh, salmon, eh? There's lots of things I want to do on stream, but I haven't got the chance to do them with things going on in my life, you know. But it's everything's starting to work itself out now. I just got to sell this house before I can really do the big things I want to do. But the longer it takes to sell, the price keeps going up. I just couldn't believe it. So the median price is $525 and the high is like $625K for houses in my area. Anywhere up to 700, I've seen 700,000 in the area too, 720,000 for a 1.5 acre with a house. So the more I can get, the better it will be. And plus, you know, I've got to get another place too. Oh, you take care. Thanks, mate. Hope you enjoyed your smoko. Take care. I'll catch you around. Subscribe if you already haven't, bud. Thanks. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard.
Form of government, and he's a powerful voice, even though he doesn't have a majority in any way, shape or form, but he represents his constituents in Mount Isa and surrounding areas very, very strongly. There are strong voices out there. There's a ridiculous universe to the voice. Not good at all. And the way to deal with it is to...
What I probably should do is park the car on the street and then walk yours down and then come back up and get the car.
And it's a very important decision. A very important decision.
Because there's a black spot.
And as Warren and
I go in the driveway.
It's important to enshrine the Constitution of the First Nations people. That's very important.
Oh bugger, I just go in. Fuck it.
We have to do it the right way.
Just have to be quick about those. I better get his inside. So it's going to go. Signal's going to drop probably here.
Vote yes, and they'll tell you about it later. Doesn't work that way. Julian Lisa, the Shadow Attorney General and Shadow Minister for Indigenous Australians, has called a snap press conference for 45 minutes from now. First time he, a long-time advocate of constitutional recognition, who has spoken since the Liberal resolved to oppose the voice. Okay, well, we'll see what Julian Lisa has to say. He's a federal MP based in Sydney.
Cord tangled up in the freaking... Okay. I probably need to do a bit of yard work today actually too. I need to mow the lawn. What else do I need to do? Not a very big lawn. Do that a bit later. I don't know if that dropped out or not then. I don't think it did it? I'm not sure. Oh well. Usually it drops out. I just got to quickly go to the car and get my bag. Won't be long. Have to get that approved by the council, wouldn't they?
Anyway, her sentence is now 18 months with a 9-month non-parole period, backdated to March 19, 2023, with a potential release date of December 18, 2023. Custodial officers handcuffed Jones and took her to the courthouse cells, but she was released on strict bail conditions to return to drug rehab facility later in the afternoon. She's also entered another severity appeal to be heard by the district court. Jones' bail conditions include not consuming drugs unless prescribed, not to consume alcohol, complying with conditions from the rehab centre, not to be absent from the centre unless in the company of an approved worker. She also has to surrender herself within 2 hours if discharged for any reason, including completion of the program. So she goes to the rehab program. If she comes out of the rehab program, she goes back into custody, one would imagine, even allowing for the severity appeal. She seemed to have just about run out of excuses, one would imagine. We'll wait and see what happens in relation to her down the track out there in Orange. Do you snore, choke and constantly feel tired? If so, you may have sleep apnea. Now, there's a story today about sleep apnea, I noticed in the newspapers, about the problems that could be encountered by particularly men suffering with it. I'll get to that a bit later. If left untreated, sleep apnea can increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. Studies have found that sleep apnea can increase your risk of having a motor vehicle accident as well. Snoring and sleep apnea is a common problem. It affects you or your partner. Speak to your doctor. That's the first port of call, your GP. Snoring and sleep apnea, a common problem. Our friends at SOVE, S-O-V-E, CPAP Clinic, offer bulk bill sleep studies nationwide. They're a leader in the treatment of sleep apnea. Go to the SOVE CPAP Clinic via the website, new one, sove.com.au, sove.com.au to book your first appointment. When considering whether a sleep study is right for you, consult your doctor for advice. Bulk bill sleep study subject to Medicare criteria, T's and C's apply. They have more than 40 outlets right across Australia. SOVE, sove.com.au. That story I just mentioned. Obstructive sleep apnea, known as OSN, may cause early cognitive decline in middle-aged men, even those who are otherwise healthy and not obese, researchers found. Loud snoring is often associated with sleep disorders.
I have to have a quick shower too.
Along with excessive daytime sleepiness.
Might need 2
morning
showers
headaches,
today.
and
Go and mow
a sore
that back
throat.
lawn.
Some difficulty concentrating and restful
Yeah.
sleep. New researchers from Australia, Britain and Germany have shown for the first time that in middle-aged men, OSA is directly linked to early cognitive decline. Their findings have been published in the journal Frontiers in Sleep. The team, which included researchers from Melbourne's Monash
Strapping
University
off my
and the
feet.
University of Western Australia, studied 27 men aged between 35 and 70 with new diagnoses of mild and severe
Another one on the
OSA,
heel.
but no other health issues. They compared them with 7 men of similar health backgrounds, but
Gotta get a
without
new pair of
OSA.
shoes Friday.
Each person's cognitive function was tested, and it was found that those with severe OSA had poorer vigilance, executive functioning, short-term visual recognition, memory,
Got a vacuum
and social,
here.
emotional recognition than
A
those
little bit of
without
housework I've got
OSA.
to
So the thing to do there is get it treated. Get it
I think I'll
treated.
take a
That's not
shower
really
first.
commercial, I just read. That's a story in the newspapers today. Coming up at 24 past.
You can see,
4BC traffic.
the almost taking a shower in the nude.
In
Couldn't
Hillcrest,
believe he
there's a
did
truck
that.
rollover on Johnson Road at the Mountlesy Highway on-ramp to head northbound. A breakdown on Mount at Capalaba Road on the off-ramp to head southbound to the Gateway Motorway in Mackenzie. Also a breakdown on Warrego Highway eastbound before Pine Mountain Road in Brassel. And delays on the M1 northbound in Snacks Creek and southbound through Helensdale. It's Olympia on Brisbane's traffic leader, 882 4BC.
Not all traffic is bad, especially web traffic. To get more traffic, leads, and customers through online marketing, Google Supple. That's S-U-P-P-L-E.
I'm at 100% battery, thank God, after all that.
4BC is proud to support Kids First Australia.
I was going to quickly have a shower.
No matter your starting point in life. With Kids First, there's a chance to have one. Kids First supports the safety and well-being of kids and families who've experienced sexual abuse, family violence, trauma and neglect. As one of Australia's oldest independent community services, they've been at the heart of community care for more than 125 years. You can help Kids First to increase its reach and change the lives of some of Queensland's most vulnerable children by donating today. Visit kidsfirstaustralia.org.au/donate. Every donation, no matter...
Excuse me while I have a shower. Won't take you in
Find
there.
out more by going to
Nothing you wanna see.
4bc.com/supports. 4BC supports, making our community stronger. 4bc.com.au/supports.
Hey, feel like lunch?
Sure do. How about a Maguire's $9.95 roast?
Oh, there's nothing better.
I'll be a
Come on
couple
then,
minutes.
I'll show you.
When you've got a hankering for some good old-fashioned pub grub, you can't beat Maguire's famous...
Just talk amongst yourselves and chat or something.
At the Alex, Callanvale and Holmesley, just $9.95 for a delicious roast lunch with any drink purchase. From midday till 2 every day. The $9.95 lunch.
Only at Maguire's Hotel.
Maybe
Love
I'll-
it.
You've seen the news, you know the stories. Residential crime is soaring, and it's time to take a stand. For over 30 years, 24/7 Secure has been protecting homes and businesses throughout the southeast. Using highly trained mobile guards and static guards, 24/7 Secure can actively guard your street, giving you peace of mind against home invasions, break-and-enters, and unlawful vehicle use. Anywhere, anytime, protecting your home and business. For more information or an obligation-free quote, see the 247group.com.au.
How did we find out about the bump shop?
By accident, literally.
Yeah, Pete had a pretty bad crash.
Hey, wasn't my fault.
Yeah, anyway, heaps of our friends recommended the bump shop for the repairs.
The bump shop team are master smash repairers who do everything in such meticulous detail that our car came up better than it did before the accident.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic, and the colour matching was perfect.
You believe me, if you really care about the finish of your car and need quick repairs to the highest standard, go with a master smash repairer.
The bump shop, Eagle Farm.
That's thebumpshop.com.au.
All insurance companies welcome.
Would extra funds give your business a boost? Talk to Scott Pack Business Finance, Australia's largest non-bank business lender, providing fast, flexible funding to help every business. Visit scottpack.com.au. Credit criteria applies.
You're listening to Ray Hadley in the morning on Brisbane's 4BC.
Just repeating, the Shadow Attorney General Gillian Lisa has called a media conference for about 33 minutes from now, and it's likely he'll announce his resignation from the Shadow front bench over his, I guess, disagreement with Peter Dutton over the no-yes vote. Now, there was a problem a little bit earlier that we reported via traffic, which I think is now cleared up. There was a jet ski lying in the middle of the Pacific Highway, southbound at Masonite Road. Now, that's at Heatherbray, just near Raymond Terrace. transport crews got there pretty quickly, and they've done a good job. They've got the jet ski off the road. Now, obviously, someone's missing a jet ski, so if you're heading south and there's nothing on the trailer behind you, it's back at Heatherbrae, near the pie shop there. Your jet ski, it's being left there. Police are appealing for public assistance as investigators continue their inquiries into the death of a woman in Sydney's West. 11:30 Sunday night, emergency services called to a unit, Newman Street, Maryland's. Concerns were raised for welfare of a woman. When they got there, the police located the body of a woman. While she's yet to be formally identified, they believe she's a 42-year-old resident of the building. A 38-year-old man was spoken to at the scene. He apparently had summoned police. He was taken to Granville Police Station to assist. He's since been released. The crime scene has been established, which has been examined by specialist forensic officers. Anyone with any news on that, contact, of course, Crime Stoppers 1-800-333-000. Now, as you all know, while I was on leave last week, a very important decision was taken by the federal government. We had been lobbying for quite some time about treatment via Trikafta for people suffering with cystic fibrosis. The previous government were most generous in battling our way through this to get treatment for those aged over 12, but then there was a group of children suffering with cystic fibrosis between the age of 6 and 11 who were left in the lurch. So we started lobbying the previous federal health minister, and they departed, of course, under those circumstances of a lost election. Then we started on the Minister for Health and Aged Care in the current government, Mark Butler. Now, we didn't think it would happen, but eventually it did happen. And all of a sudden, it's a game changer for children living with cystic fibrosis between the ages of 6 and 11. I think there are 500 nationally. While on leave, a very courteous email and text came from Mark Butler to me to illustrate that they would be doing exactly what he promised. Those 500 children, without the subsidy, Trikafta would cost those families more than $250,000 each per year. But not the case anymore. Trikafta first listed on the PBS for 12 years and over, April 1 last year, and now, this year, it's available for all children aged over 6. The CEO of Cystic Fibrosis Australia is Jo Armstrong, and she's on the line. Hello, Jo.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Ray. Good morning.
Just had a shower, sorry.
Well, the
no one wants to see that.
Trikafta, I guess,
Even the
with more
ladies.
challenges for those suffering with cystic fibrosis, but this is just wonderful news.
It truly is.
I got myself a blister on my little toe. Fuck's sake. I didn't strap it up
We
properly.
have to wait for a long time for this to be available, and yeah, I'm just overjoyed. Over the weekend, we've had hundreds of families reach out and
Taking the strapping off my feet.
Emotion,
You don't want to see that either.
celebration, and it truly is a game changer for the cystic fibrosis community.
$30 a script, or just $7.30 with a concession.
Big blowout on a little toe.
Those little kids' lives are about to change dramatically.
Definitely get some new shoes.
It really is transformational.
Anybody want to donate for a pair of shoes, Andre?
It's an incredible triple combination therapy that means there'll be a reduction in infection and hospitalisation, and so that these kids will now have a longer, healthier and better quality of life. It really is just the best news for the community.
And of course, those children born with CF at the moment, once they get to that age and things are developed, they can go straight on the Trikafta as well.
Yeah, a lot of children will benefit from this. It is for the gene combination of at least.
What is a chocolate starfish? Is it just a,
It's not everybody with
is it an actual starfish on the reef, or is it actually
common cystic fibrosis gene mutation? There's
slightly
2,000
healing?
of them, so it's very, very complicated, as I know you're well aware of. So I'm sure there'll be other battles in the future. It would be great to have the listings expanded even further. And we know early intervention
Andy who?
is really what changes lives.
There's a lot of Andys
so
out
the
there.
battle continues, but this is a great leap of progress in the meantime.
I've got to say, having been involved with this originally back in 2001, 2002, particularly the last decade, there have been great advancements. I mean,
What's going on?
A little girl called Rhea.
I'm gonna go and watch.
We used to play a song by the Wolverine, 65 Roses, about 65 roses.
I made the back lawn over fair. Thought about doing some reaction videos. I'll do them on my desktop. No, you take care, Chelsea. Thanks for dropping in. Milk. Backwards, forwards. That's it. Talkative Andy.
I explained it to him privately and publicly. He moved very quickly. By government standards, I do mean very quickly, to have this recognition of children over the age of 6. A little Hallie will benefit by that one, as you say.
Yeah, so do I too, Chad. A lot of Chads need wives, don't they? Maybe not the, got a lot of money, buddy. That's what they usually like, don't they? You're basically looking after them, I suppose, if they're not working. Some tea bagged. Want to get tea bagged? Black tea. I need to do some cleaning up. I've got to do some vacuuming. I'll sit down and have a cup of tea first. I might vacuum next. Mm. 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 And portals. And, I was laughing at Young and watching him too. I probably should end this stream and maybe do a desktop one or something later. Oh, I think I might end it now. You guys take care. Because I probably won't be very entertaining. I'll just be doing domestic chores. Okay, I might leave it at this. And I'll catch up with you later. Thanks for being there when I went for my walk and whatever I did. And I'll catch you on the next one. I might do a desktop later after Young goes off. See you later. Take care, and I'll catch you around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao.